So Pearl from JustPearlyThings made a tweet, and it went absolutely viral. Honestly, this is one of the most insane things I have seen in quite a long time on Twitter, and I think this is an absolute honest rabbit hole when you think a little bit deeper about it. So, what did Pearl actually say? Well, it's not actually anything controversial. At least I thought it's nothing controversial. But modern days, modern problems, I guess. Yes, you're less attractive at 35 than at 25 as a woman. Completely basic statement. Honestly, I don't even think this is duplicitous or bad in any shape. It's just kind of common sense, right? This used to be common sense 50 years ago. And I would kind of think that it's still common sense now, but I'm not American. And boy, am I wrong. Boy, do the comments tell me that I am wrong. This is an absolute rabbit hole, and we're going to get into it, okay? So first of all, here's Sneeko saying 5K quote exposes female nature. All these women are directly comparing themselves to Pearl when Pearl wasn't even talking about herself. Which is, by the way, true. This is a completely generalized tweet, not comparing her specifically to absolutely anyone else. But obviously, when it comes to look, when it comes to thing, where there's a cat fight possible, there's always a cat fight present. And this is absolutely insane. A woman makes a factual statement about beauty, and other women can only think in comparison, which is true. And these replies to this tweet are absolutely wild. Honestly, I think this tweet should be used for studies, especially with the replies that we got here. My nose is a little bit itchy, can't help it. So, I watched the comments and I checked out a lot of things, and these comments are absolutely off the wall insane. So you do have a couple of men here being slightly a bit simpish and saying, oh no, older women are more beautiful and whatnot, but most of them are like, yeah, it's true, but I do kind of prefer older women anyway, blah blah blah. And for each their own, you can easily have these reasons. I personally also usually look at slightly older women, not, freshly 18-year-olds. But, again, for each their own, and you can't complain. But, man, the women that we're going to be checking out and commented here it's insanity. So, I found 4 things, pretty much, that are always the same for these women. 1. They are above 35, obviously, and they are alone, no husband, no children, no nothing. And they are obviously taking extreme offense to this idea. Because all of these women are absolutely denying the idea that they can get more ugly with age. These women are completely against the idea that they are getting worse with age, that they are getting less attractive. Which is just mind-blowing, honestly. Second of all, it's crazy leftists, and I mean literal crazy leftists. For example, this person right here. She has Antifa in her literal name. This is insanity. She has the pride flags, the everything, blah blah blah. Classic, a business owner. What kind of business? Probably OF if we're being completely real. But I did not check this profile out. But this is again a very common thing. And the third thing is, every woman that's commenting here and disagreeing with it and posting even pictures of themselves to prove that Pearl is wrong are literally either OF models or ex-adult industry models. And I'm not kidding. Look at this. First woman that actually pops up here. Retired adult film actress. Let's go down after this. This one's an OF model. Let's find another woman. What do we have here? Oh, look at that. Bimbo ex-actress. With an OF, by the way. I checked a bunch of their profiles and whatnot. This one. Do you want to guess where this link is going? Every woman that is taking issue with this is either an absolutely, without question, crazy leftist lunatic, ex-OF model, or someone in their 30s, 40s, who has a business, maybe an actual legit business, but has no children, has no husband, no nothing, and they are literally incapable to conceive or even grapple with the idea that maybe time is not on their side. I seriously think this should be used as some kind of study, because these women are fundamentally 100% incapable of actually just dealing with the idea that someday they're gonna look worse. The time does not make them more beautiful on average. For example, and then we have pictures like this. Here she is pregnant. Here she's not pregnant, but she has this, the front side exposed a little bit. And these are the type of comparisons we have here. It's absolute insanity. For example, this one, 23. 40 something. Now, admittedly, yeah, she's hot at 40, and I would absolutely love that, not gonna lie. But even though I have my own preferences and you have my own preferences, it's kind of clear that she's a little bit better when she was 23 also. And she, look at this, she looks more happy, first of all. Second of all, she doesn't even look trying that hard, even though she has all of this and going on here. Here, you can see she's actively trying to be pretty. She is, like, putting in so much unbelievable effort to actually pull this off. Like, these comparisons are absolutely the highest level of cope. Look at this. 21 years old, 32 years old. Like, who is going to say that this actually looks better? There's no way. You can see that all of the life of her at this point has been absolutely just sucked dry. Like, I'm no woman, so I don't use these words lightly, but you can feel the energy. I'm not even joking. You can literally feel the energy between these two pictures. It is absolute insanity. And again, you look at anyone here, it's pretty much, well, this one's actually not a crazy leftist, but she's MAGA, so I guess it's literally the opposite pole, but the same thing. And again, yeah, looks kind of good, but still kind of better, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's just life. Yeah, you can look good when you're 30, but you're probably not gonna ever look as good as when you're gonna be 20. That's just the brutal reality of it. And by the way, again, literally, every single one of these people are some kind of OF girls or whatever like this. Like, every single profile here, it's just OF girls. They're completely incapable of dealing with this situation. But now that everything got even worse. Everything got even worse. Because this tweet is honestly, like, what, 4 days old now? So, Sarah Gonzalez, actually, wait, I forgot this. I should follow Pearly Things on Twitter, because I honestly think it's worth it with what I'm seeing here. And then we have Sarah Gonzalez, a pretty decent looking woman, who also took absolute offense to this. Pearl, this is you in your 20s and me in my 30s. You sure about that? So she obviously took this extremely personally. Then she takes a picture of Pearl, where she is, without a doubt, without makeup, by the way. I don't think there's a filter even on this, which is kind of amazing. And yeah, you know how I can tell that she doesn't have makeup? Because you can see the things around the nose. You can see a little bit here on the forehead. You know, things like that are visible on women easily if they don't have makeup. And then we have Sarah's pic. Like, my God, the absolute level of disingenuity that you need to have to compare this. A person with absolutely zero makeup versus you, probably with a whole team looking after you, plus filters, plus everything. Like, an average picture versus something you tried this hard. This is insanely disingenuous, honestly. You should honestly feel shame, even though you're kind of hot. But, you should feel a little bit shame. And then we have this. Cool, now try again without all the makeup. Doesn't look like she's wearing any. And that's true, it doesn't. And then she posts a pic. And you would think, wow, that's actually not bad. Why does she even wear makeup at all? But pay a little bit close attention to this picture. First of all, there's most likely some kind of filter there. Let's not kid ourselves. Every camera phone nowadays, if it's not like, for example, like mine, which is literally 12 years old, I think, at this moment, is gonna have automatic filters. That's first of all. Second of all, it looks like she's cold. And for those of you who do not know, well, I would suggest you read this if you did not know. Colder temperatures can act as a tonic or estrogen reducing reducing clogged pores and keeping them less visible. AKA, if you want to make a good looking pic, make sure you're cold, you know? For example, if I go outside and cold and take a picture, I'm probably invisible because it reduces everything bad about me and I'm invisible. Makes sense, right? So, she is taking, first of all, the first disingenuous picture right here, and then she takes a picture of her while she is cold, which makes her naturally just more beautiful because it covers up the blemishes, it covers up the pores, it covers up the everything. This is trying so unbelievably hard, it's actually kind of insane. And then you have one that compares her when she's 25, and if you're wondering who she is, it's this one. And she is saying, wow, that she is so much better looking when she's 30 now than this when she was 25. Which is true. But she's fat. Okay, she's fat. If she was skinny, she would probably be better looking now at 25 than now at 30. I fully, by the way, think that. But it's just the fact that she's fat. And then we also have this picture right here. And this is the most disingenuous take, which I think a lot of people will agree, but because you don't understand the premises here. Under her own argument, this is her absolute peak performance and the best she can look in her entire life. This is taking her argument completely out of context. So the difference here is what Pearl is saying. If Pearl's saying is purely metaphoric, by the way, and it implies a couple of things automatically. For example, if Sarah Gonzalez, by the way, she replies, oof. Again, where there's a cat fight, I'm there, because women are so brutal against other women. It just leaves your jaw open, okay? It just leaves your jaw open. In any case. Yeah, no, it doesn't look too good here. But this is a disingenuous thing to do. Because, you know, Pearl's tweet implies that you are at the same level of fitness and self-improvement or whatever you want to call it at that point. So, if Pearl, at her current age, which I don't know what it is, would bring all of that improvement, self-development that she actually put in herself to be better looking and whatnot at the age of 20, which she presumably now is here, she would still be looking better at 20. Because obviously it's a disingenuous take when, yeah, obviously if you put zero effort in yourself when you're 20 and you're ugly by nature, obviously you're gonna look better at 25 if you have put in 5 years of working on yourself. Obviously. This is like an undisputed obvious fact. If you're not inherently beautiful by nature's design, you're always... you're gonna look better after you have put in significant work in yourself. But if that work was equal at both stages, you would pretty much always be considered more beautiful, like 99 times out of 100, when you were younger. So, you know, a take like this, I think a lot of people fall for it, but it's a completely disingenuous take, which takes completely out of context what she tweeted here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you have a lot of people just, you know, again, the crowd that I literally described. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. Some company is going to use this, by the way, as research. Because these tweets, without any shadow of a doubt, prove that modern day women are if they get enough attention, are completely incapable of accepting that time is not exactly on their side when it comes to being looking better. Which is insane. It's just pure delusion. In any case, this was Quizzer Sits, and thanks for watching, subscribe, and already have a nice day. Bye-bye.